All right, folks, we're going to start off here on the first part of your entering the real world project. The first component of your project is to research colleges. At least 3 are required for this. In order for you to do this, all of the links will be built into the LRC course guides page. If you go to that, you can see all of the different websites that are set up for you to use for the college component. We're going to first start with the College Navigator. This is probably the most user-friendly and a place where you're going to find great information very quickly. What you're going to want to do here is, if you know the school that you're looking to attend, you can just enter it in the name of school box located at the top. So if I was looking at the Illinois State University, I would type in Illinois State University, and it'll bring me to the next page here where I'll click on yes, it is in Normal, Illinois. And this page here will give me a bunch of information about that particular college. Now, if I'm looking through this, there's a couple key pieces of information that I want to detail. But first, I want to give you kind of the general overview of this page here. As you'll notice, there are a bunch of different tabs that you can click on. There's a general information tab, tuition fees, financial aid, so on and so forth. The ones that you're going to need for this actual assignment for the college costs, if you click on the tuition and fees tab, you're going to notice that it's got the tuition and fees for the last 4 years indicated here, this going back as far as '09 all the way to 2013. For the project, you're going to need to identify for at least 3 colleges. With this being Illinois State University, it would be considered an in-state school. Okay, so you would be having that as your in-state tuition, which is the fee that they're going to charge you just to walk in the room. If this was an out-of-state school, for example, a school in Michigan or Indiana, you would be using the out-of-state tuition costs. The other cost you're going to need is for books and supplies. This is an estimated cost per year on how much you are going to need for books and other supplies. Then you're also going to need to identify your room and board, which is going to be under your living arrangement. That would be the number for that. And then they also have an other cost section. This is other anticipated costs that they believe that you're going to spend while you're here. So those 4 things you're going to need, once again, in-state tuition, books and supplies, room and board, and other costs. Now if you scroll down to the bottom, they have a total cost for you that you can expect to pay. The on-campus total cost, that would be those 4 costs together. So that would be what they anticipate for 1 year at Illinois State University. If you are looking to do, let's say, a community college, for example, like College of DuPage, which is a very popular community college for Lamont High School students, this information is going to be slightly different. Since most of you that might be attending that school are not going to be living on campus, it's going to be more of a commute. They're going to estimate what your costs are if you go under living arrangement with family, which is what most of you are likely going to be. Okay, so you're not going to be living on campus going to a community college. Okay, the other thing I want to mention while we have the community college pulled up is that the 2 schools that you're eligible to go to with the community colleges are College of DuPage and Joliet Junior College. For this one, you would actually be using the in-district tuition costs, not the in-state, but in-district, which you can see is substantially lower. Okay, this is basically the information you're going to need to get from this website. If you want to research additional information, you can find out additional pieces like the number of students that are attending there, the number of students that are within certain degrees, total, like I said, total enrollment, so on and so forth. Lots of different information that you can get about particular universities and colleges on here. Information about financial aid. There's a boatload of information on here, so I would highly recommend using this site for a lot of your college research. Just a reminder, you need at least 3 colleges or universities, but you can feel free to do more if you would like. I'm going to turn it over to Ms. Mayer. She's going to give you some information now on some other sites that you might be interested in looking at for this component of the project.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you that know what schools you want to go to, College Navigator is probably going to be a great home base for you to plug in the name of the school and take a look at their data and information. If you're not sure where you want to go, if you look up over here, there is some information that you can start to narrow in on. So if you want to plug in your zip code and then tell the College Navigator, okay, I want to go somewhere that's within 20 miles of Lamont, it's going to map out all the schools that are within a 20-mile radius. If you know for sure that you're going to want to get just an associate's degree, so a 2-year degree from a community college, again, it can narrow in on what schools will offer that degree. Or if you know you want a bachelor's or an advanced degree, like a master's degree or possibly a doctorate or a law degree, all these will help narrow in on various schools that offer those options. Another thing to look at, institution type. Illinois State University, like we looked at, College of DuPage, like we looked at, those are public universities. There are other types of universities, private nonprofit universities, like Elmhurst College, and let's see what else we have nearby, Lewis, nonprofit private university. There are also private for-profit universities. So when we talk about things like DeVry, or if you're looking at maybe going to a Rasmussen college or university, those are private for-profit. So you may want to take a look at institution types if that makes a difference to you by clicking these and then clicking show results. It's going to help guide you to some of the different schools that fit your parameters and play around with College Navigator. Now, for those of you that aren't quite sure where you want to go, some great sites that you want to take a look at are also linked on the Haiku page, this one being Big Future. It's put together by the College Board. And what they've done is put together a site where you can kind of log in and select some of these filters to say what types of school and what location and what sort of environment you're looking for. Are you looking at a school that has lots of sports and activities that you can attend? Are you looking for a school that has this particular type of learning environment or technology available to you? All these different filters allow you options to kind of narrow in and pick your preference, and then they're going to tell you what schools fit your various preferences. So again, that's Big Future by the College Board. The next site that I want to highlight for you very quickly is U.S. News and World Report. U.S. News and World Report used to actually put out a publication every year naming the top colleges and universities. Now they do all of that online, and this is their tool that again helps you kind of narrow in and figure out what school's right for you. Again, very similar to Big Future in that it's going to allow you to narrow in and do some selection and then guide you to what school they recommend for you and what fits your interests. This site right here is published by the Wall Street Journal, and you can see it's updated as of today, January 17th, when we're recording this video, so you should see an update when you log in and look at it as well. They're showing you what majors have the best options and openings for careers. So as we start to take a look at different fields of major, what's the percentage of people that have graduated that major and are now unemployed? Ideally, if your interests fit a major that has very low unemployment, like actuarial science, probably a good major for you to look at. Whereas if we scroll down a little further, architects, when they graduate, 10.6% of them are currently unemployed. So not such great news. Also, they're going to kind of give you a preview of what your earnings may be like on this site. So as an accounting major, the lowest 25th percentile of people working in accounting are only making $41,000, which is not too terrible. But some people who are in the 75th percentile, so have been in their career for a while, are making upwards of almost 100 grand. So take a look at this site and see maybe where your major might fall and give yourself an idea of if you have a strong chance of landing a job in the career that you think you want to pursue. Next two sites, this one is CapEx. CapEx you can create a login. They've given you lots of great information. Unfortunately, I don't have a login to show you. You can use your Facebook one, not here at school, but maybe from home you want to explore CapEx. They do a really nice job on this site of highlighting where you might fit in terms of whether or not your ACT score qualifies you to be admitted to a particular school. If you have questions about CapEx, talk to Mr. Weidler and I. We're more than happy to help you take a look at that one. And last but not least, college results online. Again, very similar. You're going to be plugging in college names, or they're going to help you choose and compare colleges that might be right for you. So with that being said, we do want to let you have time to explore these different sites. Use the time here in class. Take this information home. Have discussion with your parents or the people who may potentially be helping you out with the finances. And in our next video, we're going to talk to you a little bit more about what your financial picture looks like and how you figure out how much debt you're going to have and how to pay it back.